So now we're going to have a look at getting the antenna working, and we said as an Easter egg, like a secret sort of hidden part inside each of the programs. So what we're going to do, there is no button that is going to bring the antenna up and down, but when the square has been used a certain number of times, that will trigger it. So whichever child is working with this, they've got to play around with this to discover some of the hidden features. So the first one that we're going to do then is the antenna. So let's start by going up to here and clicking XY. Okay, this will then bring up the variables. So remember before, in programming, a variable is something that will store a word, a letter or a number. Okay, in this case we're going to be storing numbers, so there will be numeric variables. So we need a program just to start off with those variables. We're going to have a new program over here. When we press XY, we get this new box here, let. So we're going to put that one in. So let x equal the number 0. And that's the end of the program. Now we can't just leave the computer with no instructions, so we're going to put a stop on there. Join that one up. So if we run the program, nothing else happens at the moment, but we can check on our variables over here that has gone to 0. What we need to do now is change the value of x every time something happens here. Okay? So we've got our square going through the loop there. Okay? So what we're going to do with these then is we're going to build another one to detect that that square has actually been turned on and turned off. So over here then now, got our start, and we're going to say, is the square on? So if the answer is no, again we can just loop back around there. If the answer is yes, what we need to do is let x equal whatever x is now, which is 0, plus the number 1. So this is used quite a lot in programming. Let x equal x plus 1. So it means that we're increasing the value of x each time. Now if we loop that back, unfortunately what would happen is the square would still be on, so the value of x will keep going up and up and up. What we're going to do instead is we're going to check that the square has been turned off. So is the square off? Again, if the answer is no, put that there. If the answer is yes, we can loop back to the beginning. Then we just need to change those. Okay, so that's quite a lot there, so pause the video, rewind it if you need to do. Get these two programs built. Don't forget that you're going to be clicking there to bring in the variables, which will give us the let box there. So get up to this stage and then come back. So if we've got to there, let's just test the program. So we press the play button. Now what we're looking for now is these variables changing. So I press the square, x goes to 1, but it doesn't keep going up and up and up, even though that's still pressed, because it's waiting here for us to turn it off again. So we turn it on a second time, turn it on a third time, and so on. What we also need to check is that this is working. So x is 5. If we stop the toy and switch it back on again, x goes back to 0. That's exactly what we wanted. So the next task that I want you to do now then is you're going to build two similar programs for a different button. You're going to use the variable y. So at the moment we're not doing anything with these variables, we're just getting them set up. So your job now is to build two more programs. So you're going to be here, we've got our start there, we'll have another start there, and almost the same as these, using the variable y, and use a different button for those. pause the video, come back when you've done that.